My name is AnonymousAutumn, and this is the Hangar. In this episode of the Hangar, I'll be covering the two main battle tanks, the T-90A and the Ebon Abrams. The main battle tanks are a staple in the Battlefield series. Their ability to annihilate both enemy armor and infantry give the team who can master them the leading edge in combat. While their primary function is to engage enemy armor, they can also be effective against infantry and, with a little bit of coordination, aircraft. The M1 Abrams and the T-90 vary little in raw performance. However, the T-90 offers a slimmer profile. Whether this makes a difference is difficult to discern, but what truly makes a difference is the people inside the tank. I strongly advise having someone you can communicate with in the gunner seat of your tank. Being in communication increases situational awareness for both the driver and the gunner, and it allows you to coordinate both offensive and defensive maneuvers. In order to maximize your survivability, I recommend that both the gunner and driver use the engineer kit equipped with a repair tool. When you're taking fire, the gunner should exit the vehicle and begin repairs immediately. Be advised, this should only be done if the area is safe or you're getting very low in health. In tank-on-tank combat, the gunner should turn the turret so the camera faces away from the enemy tank, so they don't exit into oncoming fire. From here, you can proceed to repair the tank. If the enemy isn't doing the same, the battle will soon be won and minimal time is spent on repairs after combat. There are many different setups for tanks, however the one I run is as follows: reactive armor, thermal optics, and guided shell. Reactive armor is invaluable as it increases the amount of enemy fire you can take. It can also be replaced if destroyed. Once the tank has reached 100% health, simply repair the sides of the tank where the actor once was, and it will come back. If equipped with guided shells, you can very quickly destroy enemy armor with a 1-2 punch technique. Acquire a lock-on with the guided shells, fire, then quickly switch to the main gun and hit them again. This will at least guarantee disable and will most certainly destroy them if you hit the rear. It usually takes 2 repetitions of this technique to get the full destroy, but it is fully worth it as its constant stream of fire is very deadly. With the second upgrade, I prefer to use thermal optics. It makes it incredibly easy to see enemy anti-tank mines, C4, and vehicles. It is especially valuable for spotting infantry hiding in bushes or in dark places. However, depending on the map, I also like to run the zoom optics upgrade in place of the thermal optics. It can make engaging distant targets a breeze, and also gives you the ability to scout farther ahead. With more accurate data on target positioning, it can boost your situational awareness quite a bit. For the last slot on the tank, I recommend the guided shell and vehicle heavy maps, and the coaxial light machine gun and infantry dominated maps. The guided shell is incredibly versatile, capable of engaging ground and air targets, and can make very short work of enemy armor. The light machine gun is far more effective than the main cannon at engaging enemy infantry, and is handy if an enemy with C4 is charging you. The primary role of the main battle tank is to engage enemy armor, and when doing so, you want to have the best positioning possible. When engaging, prioritize enemy armor weak points in the following order: rear, side, and then front. The rear of the tank is by far the weakest point, as it only takes 2 shells fired directly to the back of the tank to destroy it. The strongest point of the tank is the front, and when engaging targets, should be faced towards them. The attack helicopter is arguably the single greatest threat to your tank, capable of completely destroying you in a single pass. Without the right setup, you will have a very difficult time destroying them. There is one supremely effective weapon at destroying choppers: the guided shell. When combined with the CITV station, choppers can be quickly dispatched. The main drawback to this is that you sacrifice a weapon that might be better for infantry in the 3rd slot, such as the light machine gun or the canister shell. The CITV station can be difficult to unlock, however it is a major asset to both your tank and the rest of your team. If an enemy air vehicle is at too high of an angle for the guided shell to get a lock, I recommend that another person in the tank equipped with a javelin take advantage of the lock to destroy the enemy chopper. Do not leave the tank. Even if death seems guaranteed, it is better to make sure you go down with the tank than give the enemy such a valuable tool. Not only are you losing the tank, but also the enemy is gaining one, and until either they exit the vehicle or it is destroyed, you have no chance of getting it back. The only guaranteed loss of dying in a tank is 1 ticket. Your tank can and will respawn in due time. With the correct setup and careful maneuvering, main battle tanks can easily turn the tide of battle in favor of your team. Capable of dominating helicopters, infantry, and armor, tanks are an invaluable asset to your team. For the next episode of the Hangar, I will be covering the formidable attack helicopters, the Mi-28 Havoc and the AH-1Z Viper.